everybody, it's Mike Young, lifestyle nutritionist with aPlantBasedDiet.org. Welcome to chapter 83 of my book, Live to 150. And it's taken a while to get to this point, right? But we're here, and actually, we're moving along. We're more than halfway. Another chapter about the sun. Other ones have talked about the dangers of ultraviolet radiation and things, but I just want to do an overall chapter on the sun because it's so important about, these plants. If we're talking about eating plants and the importance of like whole plant foods, not just whole plants, food is grown, these types of things. Well, how do you grow them? And we're going to get into that as well, but this is just a general topic about the sun, but the sun is important. The actual real sun. If you think about it, there's nothing more dangerous and powerful than the sun, and nothing more beneficial than the sun that we know of, that I know of, but it's all in how you use it. So we've talked before, and I'll continue to talk about how you want to get some sun. It doesn't have to be direct sun. It can be indirect sun, especially depending upon where you are on the globe, the time of year it is, how close the sun is to you. You may be in an area where you are a certain place where you're in a season that's the winter of where you are, and you really need to migrate because there's no substitute for the sun. You can't grow your plants. I guess you can have them trucked in or flown in as soon as they're picked and get them right to you, but it's not going to be the same unless you're actually there growing these plants under the sun. And the sun is harnessing all that energy, all that power. And when it's done through plants, it's giving it to you in the way that you need it. And of course, you need it to prevent seasonal affective disorder. And you don't need direct sun. Like I said, just wear long sleeves, wear hats. Sometimes you may or may not want to wear sunglasses. If you can avoid wearing sunglasses, even better, because your sensors that can determine how much light is hitting your skin and what your body needs to do to protect, they become clouded when you use sunglasses, if you think about it. I know there's sometimes when you have to use them, but try to use like a big hat, big clothes. You don't want to use sunscreen. I had a chapter on that. It's a mess. Don't use sunscreen, but use clothes. You don't want to get sunburned. The sun can destroy you. You can die of cancer from the sun. Okay, it's all in how you do it. And so much of this book is all in how you do it. I mean, it's not like it's a straightforward, here's what to do. It's like the art of how you're doing it. The art of living is kind of almost like the whole theme of this book. Now that I think about longevity, the art of living, the art of how you're doing it. And nothing is a better example of that than the sun and how you have to respect the sun. Because again, I'll go back to the concept of how everyone will agree that, yeah, fruits and vegetables are better for you. And then as you move away from fruits and vegetables, as you move away from food as grown, and as you move away from the correct way that nature intended these things to be grown, and what did they intend to use? In addition to good soil and light is sun, not artificial, but the real sun, the full spectrum of all those explosions happening out there in space and all the energy from that. Okay. Wow. I mean, you know how it is. I mean, like I was just helping out with some video recordings the other day. I know we had some filtered sun behind the camera, and that was illuminating the subjects. Just like I've got some non-sun things illuminating me here because I need good sound quality too. That's the best way to do it, is to have that sun, that filtered sun shining in the direction of your subject. There's nothing better. No artificial light can make up for that. Nobody can even come close. Nothing can even come close. And I cannot understate the importance of respecting the sun, doing it right. And if you have any comments too, tips, please give us some comments. Give us some comments below about anything you can pass along to us, some of your sun wisdom as to how to balance everything out with the sun. Because I've seen so many adults with sunburn, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, the whole sunburn thing, it's just like a walking billboard for like a grown adult. Like, I don't give a shit about anything, and I think I can handle the sun, don't worry about it, or some kind of combination of that. And it's a mess because those people are only going to suffer it. The sun, kind of like smoking, like hearing damage, is cumulative. Any kind of damage that you get just builds up over time, and we don't want this to build up over time. Yes, you can repair some of it, but not all of it. I've heard of stories of people who get a bad case of sunburn when they're a kid, they end up getting cancer in that area decades later as an adult. You don't want to do that. You gotta have respect. And the plants, like I said, think of the plants. The main point I want to get across with this chapter on the sun is that the plants are the collectors of this most powerful energy. It's more powerful than anything, and they are designed to collect this energy and to bring it to you. When you eat these plants, when you eat these fruits and vegetables, dark leafy greens, as they are matured and ripened on the plant and you eat them right after, that's the correct way to get the sun's energy. And of course, you're going to be outside in the sun picking them too. So you're going to get your indirect sunlight. It all makes sense. And like I said, even if it means you need to migrate to different areas, be a Florida snowbird, be whatever you need to be, but get it done. And let me know your stories too about your thoughts on the power of the sun, different things that you've experienced, things you can share with us in the comments. And of course, like the video if you got some value out of it, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next chapter. Bye-bye.